Welcome back, Variants. Today we're going to be talking about the women of Veve. Okay, so March is going to be Women's Month. So the focus for that should be the collectibles that are first appearance superheroes and other collectibles that are not first appearances, but just collectibles on Veve in general that are women.
Well said. Couldn't have been said better. So yeah, we started accumulating additional female characters, action heroes that are FA preferably, because we feel that there's going to be a higher demand on these items next month. It'd be interesting to see though, every month they have some type of thing that they're going after to put out.
As far as superheroes or DC releases or Marvel releases, we don't know, but they did announce in a Vanity Fair article that the people who did Givenchy, the Givenchy release, the Rewind Collective, they're going to do another drop in March, focusing probably on women. Mm-hmm. I looked through their Instagram account, and they did have similar things to their Pride release, but it had female characters or female peoples in history, like Frida, the famous artist.
Mm-hmm. And they had Amelia Earhart as well.
I don't know if they had Amelia Earhart.
They did.
Was that the previous one? The previous release they did?
Yeah.
Okay, that was previous, but I'm talking about like in their Instagram currently.
Oh,
yeah.
The new.
Yeah, in their current Instagram, they have Frida as an NFT. So I'm guessing something like that would be releasing in March. So that would probably be the big March drop. But for now, the way to capitalize on Women's Month would be to scoop up a lot of these female character collectibles that really have not gained as much during February. Mm-hmm. After that. So a slight recovery recently in the market, but then it didn't translate to these collectibles. So that might be a good time to get in while nobody else is looking at this time. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people have been saying that whatever the first appearance is of a character should be something more like grand, I guess.
Exactly.
For example, the Wonder Woman first appearance is more of like a cartoonish look.
Yeah.
As opposed to the DC CoverGirls 2, when Wonder Woman looks more realistic.
Which again, I didn't personally think they even did a great job with that. Like, they could have done a better job. Mm-hmm. And not saying they didn't do a good job. They did a good job. But because these figures have such a dominant history, I feel that they really need to give a wow factor. Mm-hmm. Now again, if you look at this battle statue, mm-hmm. It's amazing. The quality, the detail. Again, I don't know why. I know why it's so cheap, but the quality of this NFT is awesome.
Yeah, that Batgirl is a really good one. I like that one.
I really do like that one. That one did a good job where it was playful, but it was still like...
Yeah, good quality, yeah.
And then like the Catwoman on the safe, that was a good one.
Yes, that's a good one. But what about if they put out in this Women's Month a second Catwoman mm-hmm. with a better pose, like more action or livelier pose? Will that NFT hold up? Will that collectible hold up?
I hope so.
Right? Also, there are great covers with female characters in the comics. Mm. So taking a look at those, there's an uncommon, I think it's Power of X or a House of X, that has Storm as the main person in the cover. There's another cover with Scarlet Witch with classic cover.
The really good one is Daredevil. Where he goes to jail. That's a really good one.
Oh yeah, that's Elektra as Daredevil.
Yeah, issue 25.
Right, where it's an uncommon. That's a good one to pick up. Those are very uncommons generally are undervalued. Mm-hmm. So picking up some of those with the female characters as in the main cover would be good for Women's Month.
I really like her hair. in the uncommon.
I like that. I like that cover, like in general. It's really good. Also, the cover with Monica Rambeau in it. That's a great cover as well to scoop up. So there are a lot of undervalued collectibles and comics right now with female characters that you can scoop up during this dip time. It's already starting to climb. So that way you're better prepared for next month on whatever games we can get next month.
I think the biggest issue we're seeing in the space, in the sense of female characters, is that a lot of the NFTs also they're putting out is they put out a decent quantity. So between decent quantity, some of them are very playful in the sense of dollish looking, and then some of them are just like bubbly looking. They really need I think a low mint, very classic looking action figure. It's going to really help put some good numbers on a female collectible.
Well, right now, Veve is generally male dominated. The users are generally male. So hopefully in Women's Month, we'll get more female users into the app to also scoop up these really great collectibles.
I hear what you're saying. You're saying that the obviously male-dominated app, so maybe the men do not want to collect female collectibles as much as male collectibles. What I'm saying is I agree with you on that because the collectibles they're putting out are very playful. The fun little kiddish Marvel mites, those are also don't go for very much. The only reason, the ones that are going for high numbers, like let's just say Spider-Man 2099 or Green Goblin or Red Skull, the only reason those are going for the prices that they're going is because of how low the mints are, and there usually isn't another version of them in the app as a collectible. So being an FA definitely helped them a lot. But most of the female collectibles are playful, dollish, bubbly. They're not, and then the ones that they did come out with, which was, again, I'm not forgetting, we have the Invisible Woman, that we have Storm, but I don't feel that they did a great job on the quality of the NFT and, a more classic, aggressive looking superhero,
So for example, if they have Catwoman's collectible, a next collectible in 5 different rarities, different poses, and different actions, but make it more like serious is what you want. Right.
Yes, and I'm not saying it can't be like Catwoman-esque where she's playful in one of the versions or 2 of the versions, but it still needs to have a very powerful presence in it, and that will really and again, my comparisons are Todd, Rizzo, Superman. They don't move. Even Iron Man, Golden Moments, it has it's not doing anything. But it has a very strong presence to it that gives it this wow factor. So I would like to see that, and in a sense of paying more respect to the strength of
the characters,
of the
right?
female characters, right? Because you don't want to mess with Storm. You don't want to mess with Storm. She's one of the strongest X-Men,
right.
But you didn't get that feeling from it,
Interesting take. All right, everyone. That's it for this episode. Make sure to catch us next time. Subscribe and tell us in the comments what you think and what you want to see for Women's Month on Veve.
Next time.